how you can upload a happily uploaded file, or how you can resume the file where it's got uploaded like we did in the previous video. But here we'll use the socket. Like I am selecting a file here, it's around 29 MB, and I will hit upload. You will see that it started uploading, and on here I'll just refresh and I select the same file again and hit upload. You see that it start from the same place it's got uploaded. I will explain all about this, but after the intro. Hi everyone, this is Subrat and you are watching Fun and Futuristic. So on this channel you will get to know about the programming languages, the framework, and all about the algorithm. So please consider subscribing and hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. Today's video is a continue of the previous one. In the previous one, what we did, we tried to upload a video file or a large file by using a normal HTTP post call. On today's video, we will use a socket call. So there is a benefit in both the side. Okay, so it's always preferable to use HTTP, but in some case, some scenario, you can use socket also. The benefit of using socket over HTTP, normal HTTP methods is here you have a lot of controls, how much data you want to send per request, or if you want to pause the upload process, if you want to resume the upload process, or you want to delete some file, you have a lot of controls over it. So we'll see that. We will not see all the things here, but you will get a kind of idea from the video. As you know from the previous video, if you haven't watched the previous video, I will link the video here. You can watch that if you want to. This is the main file. If you go to the package.json, so you will see this is the main file. Okay, in that main file I have imported the file as a socket uploader of any socket connection. I am calling that method which is present in the app.js. Okay, so here I will just explain a little bit about socket. So socket is the web socket which has a client and the server. So what you are seeing here is the server side, and we have a client side also that is present here. You will make a connection between server and the client. So on start of the client, our Angular application, when I'm clicking the socket, I'm making a socket connection between our client and the server. So here we are checking if there is a connection, it's present, then we are enabling this method. This also I rate, all this code I rate from a blog. I will give the link of the blog in the description below. So the process is on start of the uploading process. Okay, so what you will do, you will make a start call. You will emit the socket start value to the server, so that the server will initialize the value. It's like the same from the previous video. It will check the file, how much is gets uploaded and how much is already there. With that information, server will emit the value to the client that I need the more data. So now as the client got from the server that it got some more data, so then now the client will emit with a chunk of value of data with a upload emit. And this is a kind of same as the previous video, but this is using the connection. Here you have control how much data you want to send, like we are sending here. So if you want to the more faster upload process, you can give a large value data, and if you want a small slower process means if you want to send this chunk of data in a request, so that's some security purpose and all, or you want some bandwidth, you know you have that much bandwidth. So if those concerns are there, you can use these things also. Again, like in the previous video on selecting file, we are selecting a file. On click on upload, we are creating a file reader, and on load of that file we are emitting the upload with the value we have, like a file name, the name of the file, and the data means the file you want to upload. And on the start, in the beginning of that application, we are emitting a start value. Like I explained, you will emit the server, we have to start now this call will go to the server. Here the start is, and what we are doing here, we are making a variable with the file name, and in the file name that we are creating a record. Here we are storing the file size, or how much size is there. Data is the string, the byte array we are sending from the client, and how much is downloaded. And again, this is like a previous video. If the file is present, like we got the status of the file like from the name of the file here, and if the file is present, then we are assigning this how much is downloaded to the size of the file, like how much file is already present in our server, and we are giving a range to that, the file size, and divide by the amount of chunks you want to send. And what we are doing here is we are making an entry in the file with the flag as append, like I already explained in the previous video. And here we are creating a handler. This handler is to just write the file. So what we are doing here is, first we are storing in a temp variable. If that file is completely uploaded, we'll transfer that file from temp to video. If you can see it here, now one file is there. We'll transfer this file to here, and we'll delete the file in the temp. So for that we are making a handler here, so that we're just storing the file, which is the location, data, and all. And now we are emitting, and we are asking for the more data, and in that emit we are giving the start range in the percent. Initially the percent will be 0. And if you go to the UI, the client, you can see here we have more data. So as you from the backend, from the serve node, we are emitting, we need more data. In the more data we are getting the percent, and this percent we are using to display the animation that you saw in the beginning of the video. So here as you got the start range, we are multiplying that value by 5000 so that it will match the file is already present there. And what we are doing here, we are slicing the file from the start range to the next 5 million block, okay, 5 million byte of data. Here the case is you can change this value, and you can change, and you can send the how much big block or how much small block you want to send to the server. So here you are just slicing the value, and in the file reader, what we created in the on upload, we are just reading that file as a binary string, and we are passing the new file. New file means the sliced file. And as on load, we are calling socket.emit upload. So by default it will emit a event now to the server as a upload, and it will go and it will call this one. So here again we are getting the value as a file name, then file name.downloaded is the whatever data we are getting from the upload. If you see, what we are getting is the name and the result. Now the event is the new file we have added, like the new file means the sliced file. What we are checking here is, again, if the file is present, means the size of the file is equal to the file is already present in our system or in the server, then we are saying of okay, file is already present. Then here I explained the transferring the file from temp to video that we are doing here. We are writing fs.write, and we are passing the handler that we stored there. Then we are passing the data, and we are saying this is a binary file, binary stream of data. Then we are creating two read and write stream, one read stream, so from the temp we will read the data, and one write stream, so that we will put the data in the video. And we are just piping those two values so that it will read the file and put it there. And on end of that pipe process, what we are doing, we are unlinking the value from the temp. That means it will delete the file from the temp folder, okay, and we are emitting done to the client. And if the file is not fully uploaded, is in the process, so here we are checking is if it is 10 MB, if the data, if the file or the buffer you already have, if it is 10 MB, then we are writing the value to that file we already have, and we are clearing the buffer here, so that the memory will not be more keep on adding the value. Suppose you are uploading 1 GB, so that the array shouldn't contain, or the object shouldn't contain 1 GB of buffer data, and you are recalculating the percentage and the starting range of our file, and we are emitting and asking for the more data, so that it will go to the client again, and it will do the same process like previous. It will slice the value from the again from that to 5 million records, not records 5 million bytes, then it will send again. If this is not the case, if you don't have 10 MB of data, so again we are giving a start range, and we're calculating the percentage, how much is uploaded and how much is there, and we're emitting the value here. Okay, so this will keep on looping. So once 10 MB done, it will write the file, it will append the file, then again it will keep on adding till we got this value, like both the things is like whatever we got from the client and whatever we have in the server is same. It will try to pop that file from the temp and push it to the video. On done of the call, we are just adding upload percentage to 100 so that the animation will be get completed. And in the HTML, I forgot to show in the previous video. So here we have a material toggle button, material card. Inside that we have a button here which is targeting a hidden input type file, and on click of this button I am clicking the input file so that you will get a selection to upload, and on the basis of that I'm just animating. This is same as like all the concept is same, so it depends on you where to use what. So like if you have like a normal process, like you just hit upload, you know that the user will not pause in between, so giving a pause option in the socket is easy. Just emit a pause and stop that appending process here. You can stop the write fs.write process, and so that it will not keep on writing again, so it will not get call to the upload. And suppose you have a bandwidth limitation and you want to send the data to the server with some particular chunk, then you can use this socket also. So according to me, if you ask me, I will use the normal HTTP protocol because it is way faster than socket. Anyhow, you can manipulate the socket also. You can give the chunks, and according to your speed of a network, it will behave like that. As HTTP is widely used and HTTP is made for that, it's preferable to use that. Hit the like button if you like the video, and if you are liking my work, what I am doing, and if you want to support me, you can support me on the Patreon. I will give the link in the description below. You can check that once, and please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I will post a video. And don't forget to give a valuable comment in the comment section below, and share this video among your friends, family, colleagues, to everyone. We will going to meet in the next video. Till that, stay happy. Bye bye.